what is going on? I'm back, it's Kieran here, and today we are talking about Salt Papi, who scored this amazing knockout on the Misfits card against Josh Bruckner. And wow, what a performance it was from Salt Papi. He was talking to him in the ring. He made him pay with every single shot that he landed. He made him pay, didn't miss. He's fantastic, Salt Papi, and for me, he's in the top three YouTuber boxers, influencer boxers. For me, it goes Jake Paul, KSI, and Saul Papi for me. And I think Saul Papi could even do. You need to fight them. You know, Saul Papi, his next fight has to be a massive fight. He has to fight someone really, really good in this YouTube game because he's ready for them. You know, Saul Papi is going to be a very avoided man at the top now. Like, Jake Paul will never and will not fight Salt Papi. And that's a fight I want to see. And that's a fight Salt Papi has said he wants after he called out Jake Paul. He said, I want you, Jake Paul. That's what Salt Papi said. And, you know, even if you look at it, like, professional boxing promoters are literally saying, I want Salt Papi to turn pro. Eddie Hearn had this to say about Salt Papi. I want him to turn pro. He's got a belly like mine. Like Eddie Hearn said, he would want to sit the same weight and stuff. And Saul Papi can drop weight. He can get a lot lighter than he is. That's why he fought Josh Bruckner. I don't believe that's Saul Papi's fight weight. Saul Papi is just a really good, skilled fighter, and it's incredible, really. You know the things Saul Papi's done, like his first fight against Halal Ham. You know, didn't get the stoppage, but you just looked and you're like, that's a good boxing performance. Then he steps up and fights that Waziski guy and knocked him out cold in round one. Then he goes and fights Josh Bruckner and just knocks him out. Like, Josh could not get up. And I was like, watching the fight and I was like, wow. I said in my video, I says, this fight between Josh and Salt, one's going to be such a high level than the other. And I don't know what way it's going to be, but I've said, I think it'll be Salt Papi. And I was right. Salt Papi is here. Josh Bruckner was there. Well, not there, and Saul Papi was there. Saul Papi was a level above Josh. We'll just say it like that. And he proved it. You know, he was just hitting feint. He was just popping that jab out. He was just like literally, he was just tapping the jab. He was just sitting there. And he was tapping, and he was waiting. And then as soon as the opportunity arises, bam, and he knocked him out. Saul Papi's timing is fantastic. His reflexes are amazing. You know, he's a brilliant counterpuncher, and he even had Josh Bruckner on the back foot. And I was like, wow. And Salt Papi, I love the way he talks. He's just like, well, we'll see. After the fight against Josh Bruckner, says, you haven't seen much. And that is like, wow, you know. He can get to the top of this game. And for me, the next step Salt Papi has to take in his career is either Slim. But Slim said he wants to go down and wait. And many people are saying about Slim that Slim's bottling this fight now. Slim's bottling fights against the top because Virgo's called him out and Salt Papi because they would both beat Slim. I don't think that's the case for Slim. I do think Slim is fighting at a weight bigger than what he is. Slim should fight people the same weight as him, but he is the champion. You know, if you want to keep that belt, you have to fight Salt Papi next and Salt Papi has to be that champion of that division, and I want to see that happen. You know, so Slim. And then after the Slim fight, someone like 11 Slim, after the Slim fight, I think that's when you chuck him in against a Jake Paul or KSI. And if either one of them fights, Salt Papi, like, you cannot say he's got no chance because he has got a much better chance. He's got a better boxing IQ than Jake Paul, than KSI. He's got better timing than Jake Paul and KSI. He's got attributes he can use in his favour to win the fight. I honestly think if you put him in against Jake Paul, KSI, I think you can win the fight. I just think he needs one or two more before you even put him into them fights. But this is the situation Salt Papi has got himself in less than a year. He's literally got this opportunity where he's like beat Halal Ham. He's went and beat Waziski. He's went and beat Josh Bruckner, and now people are saying he's the best. He's in the top 5, he's in the top 3, he's in the top 2. That's what people are saying. People are saying Salt Papi's name. Salt Papi is so relevant. Salt Papi's views are getting over 1 million views on YouTube. His fight. He's doing better than the higher names on the card. he's so talked about, and he's so relevant in this YouTube scene now, and it's pretty like astonishing, really, to think. You look at Sal Poppy. If you didn't have a clue about YouTuber boxing, influencer boxing, you look at Sal Poppy and you'd be like, he just looks like an overweight person and he's doing boxing. That's what you would think. And I didn't. I thought that against Halal Ham. He beat Halal Ham, and I was like, Halal Ham looks very overweight. Sal Papi looks overweight. We'll see who wins this. And I was calling, I remember, no disrespect, I was calling it the Fat Fest with them two. You know? But look, both of them, like, Sal Papi's went on to the Halal Ham fight, and he's went and just made a name for himself, and he is now the most talked about man in this sport, in this influencer space of the sport, should I say. But, you know, Salt Pappy will be avoided now. I'm telling you now. There's not many men that will want to step in that ring with Salt Pappy. And especially, I don't think Slim would now. Slim would have advantages on the height, the reach, but I just don't think. I think Slim would probably end up getting knocked out against Salt. I think he's a massive, massive threat to KSI and Jake Paul, and I don't think KSI or Jake Paul will fight Salt Pappy until they face each other, because that's how much of a risk this man is. Like, I haven't even seen Jake Paul say, I don't know what Jake Paul said about Salt Pappy. We'll have a look right now if Jake Paul said anything, but I don't. Jake Paul's can use the excuse of, oh, he's not relevant, and KSI probably can as well. He's not relevant enough to Jake, and that's what Jake Paul say, because Jake Paul is quite egotistical. Like, remember when everyone was calling for him to fight Gabe, and he was like, this man's irrelevant, like, who even is he, and stuff. So that's what was said. But Jake Paul tweeted out, I'd fuck Salt Pappy. Prove it, Jake. If you're talking this game, people will give you a lot more respect fighting Salt Pappy than fighting another MMA fighter, or like a Mike Perry. I think Salt Pappy is a harder fight than Mike Perry, and I'm telling you now, Salt Pappy has boxing experience from years ago. Jake Paul, Salt Pappy is a 50-50 fight, maybe a 60-40 to Jake Paul. I'm telling you this now. I know this for a fact. And KSI vs Salt Pappy, another 50-50 fight, and you know, KSI would get hit with a lot of shots when he's coming for Salt Pappy, but who knows what will happen. If I had to back I had to pick a winner, I would say KSI is my boy, and then I'd probably pick Salt Pappy to beat Jake Paul on decision. I don't think Salt will be able to knock Jake Paul out. But, you know, it's with the YouTubers and influencers, it's hard to tell some of the levels. Like, you can't really tell the jump from Salt Pappy to Jake Paul, with Salt Pappy to KSI, with KSI to Jake Paul. You can't really tell the difference. Like, with Jake Paul and KSI, what we're going off is we're going off Jake Paul's fought Tyron Woodley twice, and he's fought Anderson Silva. With KSI, we're going off, he beat Logan Paul, had 2 fights on one night against nobody really, even though Pineda and Swarms are legends, and then beat Face Tenma, who was kind of credible, you know. He beat King Kenny, got knocked out by Slim, knocked out Overflow, is that his name, Overflow? Knocked him out in like about 10 seconds or something. A bit of a joke man opponent though. And then gets knocked out by KSI. It's hard to tell the levels of this game, but all I know is these 3 men, Jake Paul, KSI, Salt Pappy, are the top 3 in this sport. And these need to fight. These have to fight. You know, these are the pyramid of the best influencer boxers. Along with, I'm not including Idris Virgo in that, but who knows? Who would like to see Idris Virgo versus Salt Pappy? I'm sure that would be a cool fight. Virgo needs to get more relevant. And I like Virgo. I really like Virgo. I think he's a really good boxer. And but who knows? Like, Salt Pappy versus Virgo could be a good fight at 68. That's what Virgo fights at, 68. And I would like to see that. You know, I'm not against that. But you know, Virgo is trying to get his name out there more by tweeting out, why is everyone ducking me? And he's like, Slim, I want to fight you. And he's like, where the fuck's Tyron Woodley? He's tweeting that out, and he needs to get replies more. But maybe jump on a channel. Maybe Idris Virgo should start a YouTube channel, or just keep doing what he's doing and hopefully get bites from people and stuff. But yeah, this is amazing. This Misfits like area of fighters is amazing. You know, there's so many good fights to be made, and I want to be included in that fight to make. I tweeted at B Dave saying send us a contract, let's fight, and like the tweet, and I'm waiting for the contract. I called out Ollie Ball plenty of times. He's fucking scared. He ain't gonna fight us. He's a pussy. So that Ollie Ball fight's out the window now because he's not gonna send a contract. Anyone that wants to smoke me, I'll have the smoke back. And if you think even Anthony Taylor's there, Anthony Taylor versus Sol Papi would be a really good fight. It would be the rage and steam of Anthony Taylor coming forward, trying to throw bombs with Sol Papi. Oh, there's so many good fights to be made. But guys, I appreciate the support recently. Please, please, please like, subscribe. And this video is about the king, the Philippine king, Sol Papi. And guys, I'll see you in the next one.